In this episode of Aviation This Week, Boeing terminates joint venture with Embraer, which refutes the reasoning. Then American Airlines retires 5 aircraft types, and Canadian Forces Snowbirds launch cross-Canada tour. Boeing on April 24th terminated its master transaction agreement with Embraer, under which the two companies were working to create 2 joint ventures, one around commercial aviation assets and a second focused on Embraer's C-390 Millennium Airlift aircraft. Boeing was to hold an 80% ownership stake in the commercial joint venture, with Embraer owning the remaining 20%. Back in May 2019, the companies announced the new entity would be called Boeing Brazil Commercial, with an agreement that valued 100% of Embraer's commercial aircraft operations at $4.2 billion US. Embraer has subsequently released a statement that it strongly believes Boeing wrongfully terminated the deal. Embraer states Boeing has manufactured false claims to avoid its commitments to close the transaction and pay Embraer the $4.2 billion purchase price. American Airlines on April 30th announced what it describes as a unique step to retire 5 aircraft types. The move coincides with a record low demand for passenger flights and American's existing plans to retire some older, less fuel-efficient aircraft from its fleet. American has officially retired the Embraer E190 and Boeing 767 fleets, which were originally scheduled to retire by the end of 2020. The airline has also accelerated the retirement of its 757s and Airbus A330-300s. Additionally, American is retiring 19 Bombardier CRJ-200 aircraft operated by PSA Airlines. The move makes American's narrow-body fleet more simplified with just 2 cockpit types, the Airbus A320 and Boeing 737 families. American is also scheduled to receive new deliveries of the Airbus A321neo and the Boeing 737 MAX and 787. In a unique mission called Operation Inspiration, the Canadian Forces Snowbirds will cross the country to salute Canadians doing their part to fight the spread of COVID-19. The tour was scheduled to start in Nova Scotia on the first weekend of May before moving its way west. The team will release anticipated locations, routes, and times on their social media platforms each day. Flyovers will occur at an elevation no lower than 500 feet above all obstacles. The 431 Squadron Snowbirds paused their operations on March 20th because of COVID-19, but were headed back to their home base of 15 Wing Moose Jaw for 2 days of refresher and proficiency training before starting Operation Inspiration. The team's signature 9-jet formation features the iconic modified CT-114 Tudor, originally produced in the mid-1960s to train student pilots.